Welcome into another edition of Vikings Update. I'm Mark Potts, Sports Information Director here at Valley City State. Our guest this week, Courtney Dixon, senior from Castleton on the Viking women's basketball team. It was a big week of basketball for the Valley City State men's team. We'll talk about that right now. Great crowds on hand this week as the Viking men hosted a pair of top 25 teams in two thrilling games. We'll pick up the action on Wednesday night with number 9 Dakota Wesleyan in town. Back and forth game, 8 ties, 8 lead changes. Dakota Wesleyan led 52-44 at the half, but the Vikings rallied in the second half, led by as many as 4, and had a 2-point lead in the final 2 minutes. In the end, though, Dakota Wesleyan squeaked out a 93-89 victory over the Vikings. Daryl Howell scored a game-high 27 points to lead VCSU. Rashad Sadahu added 15 points off the bench. The Vikings shot 45% in the game, but Dakota Wesleyan hit on 51% of its shots to earn the victory. On Saturday, another top 15 opponent in town, and this time it was the Vikings who earned a thrilling conference win over number 13 ranked Bellevue. We'll pick it up early second half. LJ Booth with the two-handed flush to tie the game at 28. Vikings trailing by 2 in the final minute, but Jaden Ferguson goes to hoop and hits the floater, tying the game and forcing overtime. Vikings took the lead early in OT on a Booth putback, and then got this jumper from Daryl Howell as they never trailed in overtime and earned a 66-60 victory. Galloway and Ferguson both finished with 14 points for the Vikings. The number 19 ranked Vikings are now 11-2 overall and 3-0 in the North Star Athletic Association. For his good week, Howell was named the NSAA Player of the Week. Scored just 9 points on Saturday, but contributed in other ways with 4 assists and 4 blocks. He averaged 18 points on the week. Viking men with 2 more games this week before Christmas. Tuesday at the University of North Dakota for an exhibition game that will be televised on Fox Sports North Plus at 7:30. And then on Friday, Vikings back home hosting Grace University. That game also at 7:30. After Christmas, Viking men are on the road to Nebraska for the Bellevue Classic. We'll play a pair of solid teams in Hastings College and Indiana University East. Viking women's basketball currently in the midst of a 3-week break from games. They resume action after Christmas with games December 29th and 30th in Billings, Montana. Viking women are 7-5 overall and 3-0 in North Star play so far this season. Joined on this week's edition of Vikings Update by Courtney Dixon, senior on the Valley City State women's basketball team. And Courtney, your final season here at Valley City State as a women's basketball player, about halfway through the season off to 7-5 start. Just your general thoughts on how the season's gone so far the first half.
I think it's gone really well. We've had some tough games, tough schedule in November. We were on the road a lot, but it's been going really well. We're working together a lot as a team, and it's been good.
What kind of improvements have you seen from maybe the first week of the season until the last couple weeks?
We do have a lot of young girls on our team, and I think it's been a lot of getting chemistry together and working well together. And, through practice and a lot of games, I think we've got, started to mesh a lot more.
You had 6 returners this year, and I think it was eight new faces on the team. Was that tough to adjust to that chemistry right away?
We spend a lot of time together, I think, in the preseason and then stuff outside of basketball, hanging out, team potluck, stuff like that. So I think that's definitely helped with the chemistry aspect. And just practicing a lot together, playing a lot together, everything helps. So
when you look at the second half of the season, majority of your conference games coming up then, you are 3-0 already in the conference. So what are some of the goals going forward?
We want to win a conference championship. That's our biggest goal. We want to go to nationals. And so winning that conference championship, we're going to have to take it one game at a time and get that good record going into the conference tournament and then play well there. So.
You also, last year, you were selected to serve on kind of a national board of student athletes within the NAI. Tell people a little bit about what you do on that board.
Okay, so for the NAI, the national thing that I'm on, we have conference calls about, I would say, like once a month, and we meet and we talk about stuff that they're talking about on the main NAI board, and then we talk about it from a student perspective and give them a different perspective instead of I guess what they talk about and what we kind of see as students, so it kind of gives us a voice. And it's been interesting, to talk to people from all around the country. There's people that I've met, it's been ridiculous. So it'd be awesome to meet face to face, but so far it's just been conference calls, but it's been really fun.
So basically you're providing input to some of the other areas of the NAI on the student athlete perspective.
Right. We give them a different perspective that they don't necessarily see that we see as students. So
okay, sure, definitely. All right, Courtney, we appreciate the time today and best of luck rest of the season.
Thank you.